This is another album that kind of commands the listener. I don't know if this will be background music for the stream, because it's not really music for the background. Anyway, this is Patricia Taxon's Fresh Tapes 2. It only gets more intense from here, so I'm going to switch off of it to something else. Let's do hang on. Alright, now we're on the Card City Nights theme. So welcome back. Now that I've piqued your interest with Patricia Taxon's music and then left you wanting more, you'll have to listen to I've listened to basically her entire discography. It's very good. She has a very interesting sort of like menagerie of styles that she likes. But anyway, last time I was doing some crap, I don't know. Then off stream, I got mad, so I tried to diagnose the crash that I'm having. And so now, the engine's not even using multi-threading right now. Or no, the engine is, the game isn't. I guess maybe it is. Maybe it loads things in multiple threads. But anyway, now it's loading every single chunk and putting it in the game at once. And then when I jump, it's gonna unload half of them, and it should hopefully crash, because that's... Oh no, cool, it just crashed when I looked at stuff. That also happens sometimes. Don't know what that's about either. No stack trace, which is, I think, pretty good. Alright, let's spend another 20 seconds trying to load that up. Actually, before we do that, where is the chunk loader? Let's not even make this thread for now. So does it start loading and then quit? I don't know if it actually puts things in a different thread. Let's see if this works. Wow, I've done a full 360 with the camera and it didn't even crash. Let's jump. There we go. So I was trying to narrow down which chunks are the most likely to cause a crash, or which combinations. So if we go to the chunk loader, now it first does this load everything instead of this. And then when the player, wait, where the hell am I? Why do I have load? Oh, wait, no, I forgot that's... Okay, this is the one that has the other load everything function. So eventually I'll delete these two lines and go back to normal. And then free everything is actually not freeing everything. I have two different nodes. I have free every other. Oh, maybe I should just do like that for that, but okay. So yeah, currently I'm freeing everything between chunk 10 and chunk 140, which is most of them, and I've determined that the most common indicator of when the game crashes is strictly how many there are. There's no discernible pattern other than the more I try to free at once, the more likely the game is to crash. So what I could do also is just split it off into every single item, every single object, and only free one every frame. I'm not going to do that, because then it'd be literally like 40 seconds to free. So now if I jump, crashes again. Let's go down to, say, so we're now between 10 and 92, which is, so it's these chunks. So everything that's bigger than 10, less than 92, and then most of them, so it's about half of them. Then if we go to, like, say, 70, that'll be from here to here, so only a very small number. And I'm only gonna deal with this for a few minutes. I'm just gonna let the game crash sometimes. I'm not selling this for money, so I'm fine with that. See, look at that. And now it works just fine. It freed whatever crap there was. Let's see, this music's a bit loud. Beautiful, perfect. So let's go back up to 80. Also, I found that the longer I leave the engine running, the less and less likely it gets to crash, because it only crashes probabilistically. I could potentially speed this up by controlling which nodes I load with the functions, and then just freeing all of them unconditionally, instead of loading everything and then freeing them conditionally. So that was more than half of them getting freed. Also, it's good to see that the unloading does provide really big performance benefits, but okay. This is... Okay, so all that... Let's say... I officially don't care. Oh, god damn it. Alright. Eventually I'm going to even compile the engine in single-threaded mode, because you can do that, and then I'll figure out what to do. Oh. Frame rate's pretty... I forgot that the frame rate can actually be pretty good in the game. But yeah, so that would... And that all would happen even if I was in single-threaded mode. I don't know why. It feels like loading the game from a separate thread is significantly faster. Like, it takes significantly less time to load stuff than if I load it in the main thread. Like, because that little, like, loading world tells you when it's done loading. And that feels like it's only there for, like, 3 seconds. Where, if I have to load everything in the main thread, it takes, like, 10 seconds. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's preparing stuff and loading at the same time or whatever. Or maybe it's running the physics. Oh. Well, that's very cool. Oh, wait. Oh, it's because I forgot to update active chunks is no longer. Okay, that's my bad. Yeah, because I have don't process. Okay, well that explains the worse or better performance. Yeah, we're loading the world, loading world. Yeah, that feels way faster. But okay, I'll just not fix that. Oh God, Christ in heaven. The game deadlocked. It's like I'm experiencing entirely new and exotic issues now. Like that wasn't even related. Okay, this is the other thing that I've been seeing a lot. These objects were deleted, I think. So it's getting its own origin, and it's getting some distance. Or this method is called from the group. Like, if we go to the world, it's this function. So I think what I should do, actually, I'm just going to do function. Actually, this should be G. So let's just see if this fixes that or helps with that, because it's also here in the player. Let's see, do I have exit? All right. And let's see, there's something like Nomad right now. Let's see, so let's do like var g equals. So basically, it's just going to do this same thing, but this time it's going to do like for g in groups. G. Basically this way, otherwise I have to do like funky logic to determine when it's actually exiting the tree to be deleted or when it's exiting the tree to be a nomad. And nomadic enemies are basically, they've left their home chunk to follow the player across the boundaries of the world. And I don't want them to be just unloaded. And hopefully that should fix all of these, because these are basically, they're being called from the group even though they're supposed to be freed now. But maybe if I just remove them from the group before they exit, that can fix that. Maybe. And that could potentially reduce the likelihood of crashing, but I don't think so. Like, I think that's mostly just an indicator that something is wrong. Because what should be happening is, when they're deleted, they are removed from their groups, and they're removed from their signals. And, like, they're removed from the tree, like that should be happening. Okay, and it didn't solve anything. Like, this is still happening. Okay, so this doesn't do anything. Like, that's redundant, and it's not working. Because I think, well, what does that even mean? So it's removed from the tree, and exit tree is not being called. And then I'm pretty sure every single frame, every single one of these removed objects is calling something, or is still in the group. Like, that seems to be what's happening here, because there's exactly 100. Which means you can only have 100 errors, I think, per frame or something like that. Or, like, there's some upper bound and it's 100 for some amount of errors. So it's arbitrarily many of these calls are failing. Alright, what if I just... Hang on. I'm gonna cherry pick all my stuff. Or I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get 3.5 or whatever fucking branch I need. Or just update to the latest version. I don't think... I have very little confidence that that'll actually fix the issue, because I saw absolutely no indication that anyone has ever reported this before. But, I don't know. It's something for me to do. Gives me some fun. Out 3.x. God. Oh, Jesus Christ. I do not understand how to just pull the, fetch the branch, check out the branch. Okay, so I've fetched it. Now, let's see if I can rebase. I did that wrong. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Merge conflict in something. Okay. Git checkout. I don't care. I didn't change that. Oh, whoops. I literally haven't checked these. Like, I'm pretty sure... Well, I have no idea what I did. Was I on the 3.5 branch before? Like, did I rebase to the wrong branch? Oh well. No, I guess it's not oh well. We could be here literally all day. Oh my god. It's horrible. I have to rebase on every single fucking thing. Hang on. Maybe this would work? Current branch Jackie is up to date. What? Alright. After this, I've been thinking, I have a renderer that I made in OpenGL. I've been thinking of making a Vulkan renderer, but I've decided I don't really care. OpenGL is fine. I'll port it to OpenGL 4, and then I'll use that for my next project, because it already has things like animations and shadow mapping, and I can just add some more stuff to it. In fact, I can even make it like, well, honestly, shadows weren't that hard. It took me like 2 hours to make them. So I'll probably I want to make it a deferred renderer, because I think for my next game, I'm just going to have you start, or there's like a map, and it's a GLB file. You have a start and an end point. When you get to the end, you win. Then you're booted back to the main menu, and you can select a new level, and it like records your best time, and that's it. That's the game. Like no multi-threaded loading, no complex global variable systems. Just you're a character. You control a little character. They have some relatively like interesting way of like interacting with the geometry, and then you do stuff. All right, what would even compile? What did I change? The navigation server. All right, so that did absolutely nothing. Literally trying to fix this crash has caused it to happen more and more frequently. Like I've had this stuff for like months, and it wasn't crashing this often, but now it's like nearly every time I play the fucking game. I haven't changed any of the code in any meaningful way because I clearly, like... I mean, I guess at least that works better. I do actually think that's the better way of doing it, with the world loaded all at once. Well... I wonder if that's part of it, like how much stuff is already in the world. Oh well. I'm getting like so enraged at this issue that it may make me like, even though there's only a month left, I may have to take a week break just to cool off and get back to this. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. This is an entirely new error. Okay, let's just do if not is inside tree. Alright, so where's process? Player distance here. Oh god. I'm gonna have a stroke. One of the most infuriating things about Godot is that when it shows... Oh my Christ. It's literally when it's being added to the fucking scene. What does this mean? Like, this isn't even edited after this look. Oh, okay. Hang on. This should not be here. That at least I can agree on. Okay, but that didn't fix this. So now, when I'm adding the object, there is a rigid body with a missing script. .deathnat2. What is the path of this thing? If G is Oh, Jesus Christ, I put this on the wrong thing. Okay. The most infuriating things about Godot. 1. When a script fails and the game pauses and lets you edit it, you then press Control S and it shows the big fat window that says, no, you can't save, you moron. It's in use by the game still. So you have to just press the restart button or whatever. The other is, I don't know, when I was editing something and then something else did something else and it opened up a different file. Okay, whatever. This is rapidly exceeding my ability to do anything. Let's see, where is the... So now it should have my little messages. Also, it's checking things over and over again. Is it checking? No, I guess it's just checking everything once. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that little print statement because I don't need that anymore. And I'm going to remove that. Because I know this all works. This is all fine. Well, actually... yeah, that's all good. Okay, are there errors? There are errors still. And there are these. Every single entity is printing it. It seems like multiple times, actually. And then there's these. Okay, I'm just gonna... I'm not gonna deal with this as, like... I'm not gonna print workarounds because Godot doesn't delete things when they're deleted. Oh, wait. No. I just realized what it is. It's because, okay. I know exactly what this is. This is because I'm not deleting them, I'm removing them from the tree. And I'm only removing them from the tree and not deleting them because... So now I have to do it. Okay, so this isn't an issue. So that was just because I'm not deleting them anymore. I'm removing them from the tree. because deleting them crashes the game. Because it's this. So, you know, I refuse to bend the knee on this. I'm not going to use a deletion queue. I'm going to delete as many things as I want. In fact, I will go so far as to delete them and delete the update method from the process. And if the game doesn't come out, then it doesn't come out. I should not have to do workarounds because Godot can't delete objects without crashing. Like, this isn't my hobby engine. This is like they made a website for it. If you make a website for it, you gotta have some illusion of like doing it right. I think it's more robust than it was because everything's being loaded up front now. But I don't have much confidence in it still. Because it seems like it's... Eventually, okay, well, this is kind of nice, actually. It doesn't seem to be crashing as consistently as it was before. I think I can at least give Godot that much credit. You know, because it's important to remember that I hate Godot like a boomer hates his wife, and that I'm still here. Oh, Christ on a bike. Well, never mind. I still hate it, though. I hate my wife. So what the fuck is this? It's not even... Like, it unloaded both. Like, there's a thing that's supposed to be here. There's a little, like, triangle of stuff. Like, this is the triangle. Like, it's not even the low res isn't even here anymore. Okay, I'm going insane now. Everything... Oh, God. Okay. Double my bad. I still have the fucking... If pressed jump... delete everything button. Okay, so that is my fault. Like the boomer who hates his wife, my wife hates me as well. For my ignorance and my okay, never mind. Okay, I'm gonna keep that little loading thing there. Okay, so it definitely crashes if it's deleting something while I'm loading stuff, I'm pretty sure. Like, it seems significantly more likely if I do it then. Attempt to call has function on previous... Oh, okay. Let's do if is instance valid target. So that way instead, that should hopefully help. I mean, I don't get why a player would be aggro to me already. Okay, I'm gonna say that's good enough. But I need to kind of like mentally regroup now, because this has been like 4 days of like staying up working on this for hours after the stream ends. Because on Monday I was working on this for like 7 hours continuously, trying to figure out what exactly was causing the issue. And I wasn't even streaming that day. That would have been great stream content. I don't know, maybe I'll just... I'm gonna start a new game. I'm just gonna play through. Again. For like the 100th time. I did it 60 streams in a row, I'll do it one more. See, the housings are satisfactory. Now tell me about the medium, you little slime ball. I literally didn't even listen to what he said. Well, hopefully... Yeah, so hopefully the player will go forward, and then they'll go forward, and then they'll see that little man there, and then they'll be like, I'm assuming that little man is doing something. And we are Jackie the Coats Girl. I wish I could pause while I was in dialogue. I can fix that. Oh, I literally even have the dialogue here, so... If gaming... Well, that was easy. Because I was going to do, lower this down to like 24. Alright, so we got our capacitors, we got our blah blah blah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna add little sound effects for the dialogue soon. I'll just, like, because I want some, like, paper, so I'll, like, write words with a pen on paper. It'll be like, and that'll be, like, how you say things. Or the sound effect that plays when you select them. And then all the buttons will have sounds, and I probably should do some theme reworking, but I don't care. I'll just do Godot default for everyone in the game jam. Also, I'm just going to blatantly not... Like, the game is just going to be unfinished when I release it at the end of this month. Maybe I'll release it for Halloween. And just, just say, hey, this isn't done, but I'm sick of working on it. Or at least would like some feedback on what's here. And then, you know, explain that I don't really think there's, like, a complete point yet, but the player might enjoy just running around and, like, kicking things. I should probably remove the dialogue options once the players asked them. I don't care. If the player gets into a loop, they can do that. Oh. Okay. So both of those are bugs. Oh yeah, here's my little tests of which things were crashing and which weren't. Alright, where was that? So one, there's two of those excellents. Hopefully there is one. Let's just exit on both of these manually. I don't know where they like dump out at. And let's figure out why there's two excellents. So there's one here if the player has not activated the medium, or if the task isn't there. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that just needed to be in there. And then and that was because the back button still plays things twice. So I gotta fix that as well. Because I recorded that little bug somewhere. Not in here anymore, but UI dialogue. Function back if calls. Get next. So current item equals caller. It should actually be pop back. Can I do like a get next on this? Sequence.canonical next current item. I don't know why this would play the same thing twice, because it gets the canonical, or it gets the next item, and then it does this. Oh, and then it returns this. And that might be being used wrong. Oh, I think I know what it is. It needs to return something else here. Maybe it needs to be result end? I don't think that'd be right. Because I think what's happening is when it goes back, so that little subtopic, Maslick here, I was pointing at the screen as if that would help at all. See, so this all... Okay, that's because that's there. Okay, and that's because embedded in here is this. So this back is meant to be for these, I guess? Yeah, so when I called back, it then went to here, and then it went to the next item. So like it got this, and then it got the next item, which used to be this, but now it would be like, let's say it would be like this. So then it would get that item from the call stack. The current item would be the caller, then it would get next. So it would find the next item. Oh yeah, it would find the next item from the caller. And if there's nothing, it would be that. And then it would do this advance function. Okay, I think I see what it is now. It does need to be result end because basically it's just too deep in here because back is also a function in the dialogue. So it's already in this advance function. Because it calls it in here. Because it's one of the conditions. So if result is skip, then it does it again. So it just gets the current item again and recalls the logic on it. Okay, so I think that's what I need. I'll test that somewhere. I know. I can test it again just by loading back into this. Maybe I should try and compile all the shaders as well. Or pre-queue them or whatever. Oh well. I could also start with the sun off for one frame, so then it has to queue up all those shaders, because that's one of the annoying things as well. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that right now. There's going to be 0.1 frames, so this directional light actually show if crap. If the world has to turn off the sun, it'll do it in the first frame if the player's already spawned in a place where there is no sunlight. Or is that set sun enabled? Alright. If current scene dot sun so if the sun is disabled, so it'll be invisible for one frame, visible, then invisible again if the sun is disabled. There we go. So let's see how this looks, because that should compile more shaders up front, and it'll make everything go invisible for a frame again. But since we already have that little loading world button, or indicator, I think that lends like it helps guide the player's expectations, like, oh, for the first 5 seconds, everything's loading, so of course it looks janky, when in reality that's just the shaders compiling. Okay, this guy again. I didn't even need that. I might just give the player the hoverboard immediately. I like it. I miss it already. Okay. There's like a million lines of dialogue here. Hopefully the player's interested. I don't think they would be, but... Did I remember to put some, like, test dialogue? Hang on. Test or whatever. I don't think that's being there anymore. I think I may need to do something better. Yeah, because I think now it's just completely skipping over it. Hang on, I think I know what it is. I don't think it should call this get next. I think it should just... Because I think it's embedded in something. I might also need to do canonical next. Because there should be that, like, little test dialogue that I put there. So this all stuff. Epic. Rest of this scrap. Where is this Mazlikir? I wish to acquire that. Actually, I don't care very much. Alright. Oh, wait. Okay. No, okay. I think that is fine. Because I have this here now. What if I remove this? Right, because I put the back there. I mean, that would be the better solution to fix it. Just put exits where the dialogue is meant to exit, instead of letting my fall through and buggy code try and take care of it. Alright, blah, blah, blah. His code is clipping with his chest. I don't care about that. Oh, wait. Okay, so now it's just getting the caller. Or now it's, yeah. How do I do go to? Because go to just works. Why can't I find it? Go to label, sequence.get label. Current item equals sequence.get label. Okay, so I need to do caller. Current item equals caller. Get. Canonical next. Because yeah. Hopefully that works. So it should get the node right after my caller. Whew, okay. Hi. I just fixed a bug with the dialogue editor. So he said something about a cave, so let's go to the cave. I want lights in here. It feels very dark. Actually, I'm pretty sure there were lights in here. Let's do area cave. The frame rate is glacial. This is tragic. Is the game really this slow because of this? Oh my god, it's literally like... It's like multiple seconds between when I press the mouse to drag and then and the actual action. I mean, I get that I have the game open in the other window, but it feels like there's no need for it to be like this. But okay, now it's going alright. Let's put this little thing here, just so I get some more texture. Oh wait, I want to minimize that. Does that? Yuck, these frame rates are like semi-playable. Oh yeah, and I actually I bought an Ethernet cable because I realized a potential thing that might, or certainly wouldn't be helping the performance is the fact that I'm using Wi-Fi to stream. So even if the internet is fast enough to maintain the bitrate, having to send the packets over and over again because it's a wireless connection could potentially be a drain on the CPU. Like, I don't know how likely that is, or how significant that would impact it, but I'm assuming non-zero. So it could at least help slightly. I mean, the act of video encoding is probably taking up more. Well, honestly, it's not really CPU bound. It's always been GPU bound, which would be the encoding. But okay, so the player comes in here. They probably assume that something is supposed to be in here. And then they see this. Item found, capacitor. And... oh, okay. This rock fell. Or these rocks have a little hitbox that does like 1 damage or something. So he got hit by the rock and aggroed to it and then died to the hitbox. Hang on. Rock. I've literally never been hit by this thing's hitbox. Yeah, this damage area. And it also shouldn't even be falling right now. Because it's inactive. On damage area, body exited. If state not equal to state.false. falling, or body and damaged bodies, or okay. So that guy should no longer be aggroed to rocks and kill himself. And also, I don't know why the player doesn't get hit by this thing. I guess mask 2 and 3? Maybe that's it. And I don't know why it's exited. Like, why would it be on body exited? Okay. And it should even, like, slightly vaguely... Oh, whoops. I redid all that stuff. Oh, wait. I'm not gonna deliberately sequence break to test the code yet. I'm just gonna do it the right way. Which I'm sure all players will do, because players are famous for playing games correctly. And I'll remove that little test or whatever button. Is it dangerous? Okay, sounds good. Let's go in again. Let's see if he gets aggroed by the rock. Also, I changed the texture, or the material for these gems so they don't glow like flat blue in dark settings, but honestly, I might put that back, because that was useful for figuring out where they are. They just looked really ugly. Well, no, they look uglier now. I'm gonna change it. Gem.mesh. Well, now I'm divided on it. No, I liked it better. It looks better in low light settings to have it like this. Wait, does this thing still not have... Oh no, the camera collisions are just... Wait, no, it does. It doesn't have camera collisions. I'm going insane. And this place has astonishingly bad frame rates. Well, sometimes. Maybe it's just because I'm switching between the editor and the game. I'll have to test off stream. But this whole game has bad performance. Wait, hopefully the player can get out of here properly. Oh yeah, Jackie is British, so she wouldn't say artifacts with an I, she would say it with an E. Cave. Oh, I only noticed this typo because I was looking for that line. Let's see, so... Okay, and we'll remove this task, this note from the tasks. So that way, hopefully the player should naturally get that, and then... how far around the village should I look? Why is that the response? He wouldn't say that. Like, the ancient structures would fall apart. Oh, and also, if the player, so there was, so let's do global.stat that and not Actually, let's even do like... NPC dialogue viewer. So if there's nothing to go back to, yeah, we just continue. Because I'm gonna now use this for like, I found a capacitor there. So have you searched the cave in town? Subtopic cave. So this way the player can get two different options to go through this exact same route of dialogue. So that way they can ask these questions still there, but I can remove it from the main dialogue once they've actually talked about it. And if you've talked to him before about it, he just skips over it, he doesn't ask you again. And remerge, it'll be right after the war. Okay. So now I need to go make sure the shopkeeper's dialogue is up to snuff, because he's been a lore dump, sort of, but his lore is now constantly being invalidated and going out of date. And even things like the mechanics that he explains, like he explained items that you can buy from him that you can no longer buy, and it was bad. See, and eventually I want to get these like with a shader instead of using, well, because these things just use a keyframe, these little plants. Also, they're so hideously ugly. But at least they bob nicely. Alright, but enough of that. Because this guy, I'm pretty sure this was the very first dialogue I wrote in the game. Let's see. Let's get this guy open. So I want the player to sort of have uncomfortable dialogue choices that they can make at a lot of points. But what that basically translates to is like putting the player in situations where it's like, why am I being asked this question? Like, why am I given permission to answer this? Like this one. Let's see. I hate this automatic, like, it's trying to be helpful, but it's like, yeah, that's the wrong thing. I don't want, alright. I shouldn't complain about my tools so much, but I'm a bad craftsman. And that's what I do. It's my coping mechanism. It's my vice. So I want him, when she says that she's going to commune with the medium, if you say that she's might be alive, I want him to bring that up again, because that's like an interesting part of this. At least once. And she doesn't have so many dramatic pauses. She's actually pretty confident in her words. Because, yeah, you can also tell Jackie changed dramatically in terms of voicing. Because at first she was just sort of a ditzy American girl, kind of the expression, but now she's become very posh and very British. And very 19th century in other dialogues. And I have to sort of go back through and also make that consistent. But I'll probably miss some things, so she'll have just like weird stuttering at some point. Actually, I don't even know if he would know what a capacitor is. And this, because this task exists, we know that the player's already talked with Armstrong, because that's how you get this task. Let's see, sending a tourist on his errand, such... Let's see. Let's see, and what do you sell? I'm gonna not do any of this. Well, I might do some of that. Maybe I'll put this in here. So that way it's not going to keep that going so much. And that way I can keep this what do you sell menu and then not have to like add another flag for get more stuff here. Or like another one-time thing. So yeah, the player can just ask this multiple times and it won't disappear. I should make like, okay. For version 2 of this, I'm going to add a thing where I can just have like one time or like 2 times maybe. So that way I don't have to do so much bookkeeping manually of like, you know, I want the player to be able to ask this one time only, and once they've pressed it, it's removed. Alright, but whatever. So his only useful advice is to So, he doesn't, so, well, so Kuiper is another like place in the setting. It's a different country, but it's not really relevant here. It's a setting from a different game that I'm working on. So yeah, their business model was give a bunch of impoverished nations a bunch of soda and then gradually increase the price of it. That seems like a good model. But you can't actually buy soda in the game, so I won't expound on it too much. It's just a little bit of lore. In fact, I'll put it lower than the death nuts and flags. Consumable checkpoints. When you place one, you'll teleport back to death. trade codes with nearly anyone. So, I don't know if I want to have this because I do kind of want rebindable controls, but I might not do that. Well, I'll at least make this one correct. Because I have a little thing somewhere. Input prompt. Yeah. So this code. Oh, right. This is function get input string. No. Input name action. Okay. So let's do var str. Okay, I'm gonna gradually get this in here, so it'll be like var input string equals get input name. Do I have a function already? Oh, I do. Oh, okay. Get action string. And eventually I'll make this a global function. It'll be action gamepad. And I think all of this can be put here. If gamepad. Okay, so this way, I now have this lovely little function. I can then put this somewhere global. I guess I'll just put it in yeah. I'll just put it in my global management thing. Alright, a long time. And also, I'm not even gonna do this. So it'll just do, well... Nope. Okay. This way I can manually check. So I can either manually pass that in or I can ignore that. And for input prompt, well, it doesn't care about this. It just cares about this. And I can even just do if global dot using gamepad. Yeah. So it shows the text. And currently, there's no fancy thing for determining like what pad it is, so it'll just be a generic pad. Hashtag global dot get action input string. What is the name of this? So I have a coat button. Dialog coat. Okay, if I do this, will it... Okay, good. Okay, so this way it'll tell you the actual name of the action on the controller, and it'll tell you, at least for this one, by default, the top face button. That should hopefully work. Alright, I'm going to save and quit. I'm going to test this, at least. Oh. Alright. What do you sell? Oh wait, typically for larger purchases such as capacitors. He doesn't know what a capacitor is even. Typically for larger purchases will just be what it's called. Yeah, and so what are capacitors for? He doesn't know anymore. Oh right, his manner of speaking, this guy's manner of speaking has also changed a bit. He used to say weird things like, you know, just exclaim immaculate. Alright. What are the flags for? What do the elixirs do? Do you sell capacitors? Let's see. I should probably just have it loop back onto the what do you buy menu. So we'll just go to sell loop. So let's see. Is there anything else? Do you sell any codes? Alright, this was the entire reason that I was testing this. Able to trade with people. They won't mind losing enough to get another one. Hint, you can, by pressing Gamepad 3, by default the top face button such as Y on the gamepad. This works both in and out of dialogue. Alright. Alright, and this thing looks okay. Exit. Beautiful. Wonderful little thing. Let's make sure the quest... Oh yeah. Let's... Oh, my prompts are messed up now. Hang on, let's fix that. Oh, if not global dot using gamepad. Okay. Journal. Tasks, activate the medium. Then there's a map, and then it says this. Wasn't I supposed to do... Also, I need to make sure... Hang on. Player. Now, where's UI? How does this thing work? Because I want to be able to press B to back out of it, and I know why I can't right now, because there's an options menu that has sub-menus that you back out of, so I changed how it works. So it's this little status menu. Which has multiple tabs for options. And then these options have this, so this should not be here, I don't think. Well, I'll leave that there. Function. No. Input. Event. If and zero what does this do? It just does let's just do okay. Set active, set process input A. Okay, now I can press B, and I can exit out of, it's now, I now have to hold the button. Oh, because I didn't do if that is action pressed UI. Invisible. Actually, I'm going to put these first, because they might be slightly more efficient. Yeah. There we go. Now I can pause and just press B and just do whatever I want. And nobody is the boss of me anymore. It's crazy. It becomes invisible when it's off the screen. I can't even see it when I look away from it. I appreciate the frame rate going low. Oh yeah, I was gonna also... Oh. Okay, cool, the game crashed. Okay, so clearly something has changed recently that's doing this. Wait, what? I literally changed this. Oh wait, no. That's because it historically, yeah. Okay, so the game is crashing a lot more frequently than it had before. Is it memory usage, maybe? Like, maybe with more stuff active? But, like, that really sucks. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Every time the player dies, or every time the player exits dialogue, I'm also gonna save the game. So let's do player like, is it on dialogue exited? So it'll do just like, it won't save your checkpoint, but it will save your game. And that just saves synchronized because it's not big enough to be worth saving in a separate thread. I'm gonna change that okay, because even though it's funny to have him just say okay with no, or as just the two letters, it also kind of looks like he's just saying ok, which isn't accurate. I think that flusters her a bit. Post haste is a bit like too that. Alright, let's see if the game crashes again as I exit out. Also, did the game save there? I didn't check. Yeah, I might just make the wardrobe. Well, I do like. I don't know if I should sacrifice the, like, sort of uniqueness of having to go to a wardrobe to swap out coats with just the massive quality of life improvement of just letting the player switch coats at any time. Maybe they can have 3 coats with them. Maybe I'll make a little system for that. So then you have to prioritize, like, well, if I find a better coat, I have to be able to swap out my bad coat for it. You know what? I'll do that. I'll have a little thing, a little, like, pocket wardrobe. Where do I have that? Okay, that's a good compromise, I think. In that way, it makes it so the player has to plan out their outfits for the trip a little bit better. I think that's funny. Alright, so this area is just kind of... Right, there's like literally nothing in this area for a little while. Ooh. Okay, so that guy murdered the frame rate. He just decimated the frame rate. And also, for some reason, they can teleport when the player's far enough away. Also, I should make sure... The player might not know that they can roll an attack, so I should try... Oh. They're, he's not very strong. But okay, so his AI is like... His AI, like, murders the frame rate. I think he's the problem in this area. Let's put that into bugs. Okay, so this multi-threaded rendering... So yeah, no, it's not even multi-threaded rendering. The game can crash. What's the other thing? Oh yeah, I finally fixed this. See, that. I haven't fixed most of these as well. Try to create minimum production. Oh yeah. This area always has bad frame rate, inexplicably. Like, maybe it's just... Like, I think it's those houses, somewhere over there. I don't... Yeah. That's just one of those things I don't get. And there's nothing of interest here. Maybe I should put like a rock. It's been so long since I've actually like done anything. Which chunk even is that? I think it's like 125 or something. Yeah, there's just gonna be some ruins out here. Because also this guy's like not anything. Like this isn't even meaningful as like a combat scenario. Okay, so that's the valley area, hunt area, cliffs area. So this will be, I guess, some ruins just here. And so that way there's like cover for the player to get to. like, because it'll be this guy and one of the crawlers, and that'll be like the first time you have to deal with both at the same time. And I guess this guy will not respawn either. So let's just put some high quality ruins content. If the player dies, they have to go all the way back to that area over there. I guess this guy resets on player death, and the other death nap will also do that. Actually, what if I just flip this thing upside down? What does that look like? It looks basically the same, so that's pretty good. So it's like not obviously wrong. It also looks a lot like teeth. I forget if that was on purpose. Ooh, this could be kind of intriguing. It's like a little, and how do you get up to this guy? Or I know. He won't move. He'll be one of those guys who, by default... Well, speed 0, I think, is what I did. This guy will be there, and this guy be right here. These lovely gentlemen. And then let's put some pickups. I'll be kind of stingy with them. Actually, hang on. Is this whole place gonna... No. None of it came in. Let's just do a save and quit. I'll bring this chunk back in. Let's do... So this one I'll be kind of stingy with. I guess I said that already. Actually, did this... Hang on. This rock, this fucking rock, it has hard faces again. It has hard shading again. I don't... Wait, does it? Or is it just the UVs are all messed up? Hang on. Let's turn on the lighting preview in this area. Oh, right. The sun isn't on anymore. You know what, I'll just do like a... Okay, no, it does have smooth vertices. And this now I need to, by default, turn it off, I think. So it'll be like, So yeah, that directional light is off by default now. So we have our little combat scenario where the player is introduced to the concept of guys that shoot at you, but they don't move, right after you're introduced to guys that shoot at you and they move. And this is like a way harder version of the scenario, so I'm gonna put some more like cover here. Let's put like this here, so it'll be like, if the player doesn't want to deal with it, they can just cower in this little hole. And that way the player should have ample opportunity to hopefully not get hurt if they don't want to. And this is because I get most of the damage from here, so the player can also get a chance to get above this enemy and hit him from there. And here they can do the same thing with this guy, but they can, like, I think go around maybe. I'll put like this hut here. So that way, if they're a bad enough gamer, they can get into this place, which will have some bugs. Also, this will be slightly rotated. This doesn't actually do what I wanted. Well, no, it kind of does. It provides cover if the player wants to go back here, and then I guess that's fine. Let's review. The reflection probes still don't work. And I need to... I need to figure out what the actual differences are between my current version of the engine and like Godot 3.x and like cherry pick those. Because I think it's just my it's my multi-mesh module, which I can just like copy and paste over there. And then it's the physics engine change. That was a one-liner. In fact, there's a one number. Because it allows me to ledge grab without worrying about the back faces of colliders. And then there was probably something else that I don't remember at all. But okay, there's now these friendly, lovely gentlemen here. Then there's a big, healthy gap, just a... You know, this is just probably the right amount, I think, of perfectly flat, empty space that does absolutely nothing. In fact, maybe we should have slightly extended the empty space here. Nah, that's fine, actually. Like, it's kind of, well, I don't know if it's nice. But I'm not gonna fix it. I think one of these guys will respawn, but one of them won't. But they will both reset when the player dies. So that way there's just one straggler that you can keep grinding on for your EXPs. Did I get him? Why does it only take 2 hits to kill this guy now? He must have been shooting himself. They keep accidentally shooting themselves. And I've been trying to think of good ways to fix it, and I just don't know. I mean, I guess I could just say if the target equals themselves, they don't get damaged. Alright, so I do know how to do it, I'm just not going to do it for now. Let's see, is this the right guy? Take damage. Oh no, it already does that. So he shouldn't be taking damage from himself. Alright.
So now there's a smidge more content in that area, and then there's a big empty plane, which is nice. I think those are good. I think there should be a lot of those. And then there's this, and then if the player dies, they have to go all the way back to the start, unless they've realized that the game saves when they get to these. I want it just high enough that it doesn't, like... Oh, wait, no. Hang on. That water automatically rotates to be level, no matter what angle the fountain's at. But I need to make sure that it doesn't, like, peek over the edge like that. At least with the default configurations. What am I printing still? Where's my chunk loader? I don't care. It can print or not print whatever it wants to not print. But these random crashes are going to drive me insane. That wasn't precipitated by anything other than still being angry that the game randomly crashes because of queue free, or at least I'm pretty sure. Alright, and that sets the transform instead of the individual fields of the transform. And now we get... Oh, uh-oh. I was holding forward and I was running backwards when I touched the wall, which is a bug that I've fixed numerous times in numerous iterations, but keeps resurfacing like, I don't know. Like something bad that keeps resurfacing when you make it go away. I still need to make sound effects for those guys as well. Alright, I'm gonna say this guy should be in a better place. Because he is just hellbent on not... I keep saying hellbent. Like, he just has never actually successfully gotten over to me. Hello, game? The game is not responding to clicking anymore. Can I find this guy and manually select it? Oh, it's because I needed to press Q to switch back to tool mode. Okay, never mind. That was my fault. So there's going to be that little capacitor there. I'm just going to put this guy here, maybe? Like, let's save and reload. Because I want this guy to actually, like, attack the player. You know? He's supposed to be sort of like a mini-boss. Also, while I'm thinking about it, to indicate to the player that they should do something here. That's a pretty good approximation of a sentence. I'm gonna put a trail of gems up to this fountain. God damn it. Why does it not? Okay, there we go. There's like a random, like 50-50 chance that I can actually place like things against this geometry, which just makes it so much easier. So now it's gonna be like, there's a little trail of gems leading towards it. Like, look at that. Because at this point, the player still probably may not have even noticed the little saving saved in the corner, or not correlated it with the fountains, even though there's little particles. I'll also make a heal chime sound effect. These guys accelerate way too fast, I think. I'll let him be. That's okay. If the player gets caught unaware, and then they can get up here. Item found capacitor. So now the player has 2 of these, and they should hopefully notice that. But they might not, and they might be tempted to go this direction, which leads to a lot of stuff. Well, it leads to the rest of the game, essentially, and the player should hopefully go that way instead, but I don't think they will. Because there's also lots of things that the player will want to look at. Also, that tower's just not going to be done. And another great little expanse of nothingness here. You know, after all this time, I think this game still sucks. It crashes. There's extended periods of nothing. The character doesn't even have big boobs. It calls itself Jak 4, but it has a female character who doesn't have just humongous boobs. Like, that's not keeping within the spirit of the Jak and Daxter franchise at all. Where's that early 2000s energy? This is some British chick with, like, mom problems. Like, how is that at all, like, keeping in the... Like, that's not 2000s zaniness. She collects coats. Like, that's... Okay, that's kind of zany. But it's like in a very, like, low-key sort of zany way. Also, there's these weird people. And there's dialogue that doesn't do anything. I'm not even going to add any dialogue that goes here. Yeah, that dialogue goes nowhere. And I'm fine with that. I'm not going to put anything else there. That's just how it needs to be. But what isn't how it needs to be is there are empty houses without bugs. That's just terrible. Like, you walked all the way over here to see your little houses with bugs. And there's not even a little house with the bugs. Let's see, I think it's here. It's either this one or this one. So many chunks just don't even have, like, content in them at all, even. So that one's fine. So it's either 112 or 111. I'm suspecting it's this one. Look at that, there's a single bug in that house. And there's nothing in this one. Let's at least put, like... I want a sofa. I deserve a sofa, in fact. It's not even going to be propped up against anything. I was thinking of adding like a health upgrade here, but that'd be a bit too early, I think, in the game. Because this is like, what, 5 minutes into the game now? 20 minutes, maybe? Okay, but I think at this point, the enemies should start getting more dangerous up here. Those guys are so worthless. So yeah, let's say that maybe the player gets scared off by this guy. Oh wait, and if the player kills this guy, the player's probably going to be so annoyed that they go back the other way. Yeah, this guy's like worthless. I think he just needs custom move logic or something. Or like a downdraft. Or, that's not the right word. Some sort of force to keep him... Oh wait. Also, he needs to reset when the player dies. The game is... Oh, I was worried the entire engine was going to crash there. So this guy and this guy both need to reset on player death. And when an enemy reset, Crawley? Reset. On player died. If nomad. So if the player died, it's just going to delete itself. Or if the player died and it's a nomad. Well, actually... Nah. Well, yeah. It's kind of screwy, but I have to do it that way. Oh, right, cool, because there was an error. Now I can't, I have to restart the game. Okay, whatever. I'm getting mad. Good thing it's 8 p.m., because that means that I can just take a break, do something else. And I can relax on Friday as well. And I'll do something that's not going to anger me, like play badminton. I'll learn how to play badminton. I should become the world's greatest badminton player. Actually, I don't even know what badminton is. Hang on. Okay. This is all done. What is our thing? CDE 1605. We got our Eben Gamer content right there. Now to answer the important question that we're all having. What is badminton? How do I spell it? It's like M-I-T-O-N, right? Badminton. There's an N in there. Wow. Okay, so it is the tennis one with the little bird. You basically just get a bird and you hit it with a tennis racket. Let's do like badminton. Bix. Heck yeah. Let's look at this. This will definitely copyright strike my channel. Alright, let's see what this looks like. So this is Denmark versus China? Is that what I saw? Okay. Victor Akselsen versus Shenlong. Chenlong. Alright, so he's getting a bird. Ah, that looks pretty fun. Yeah, I could get behind playing this. It's like tennis, but it doesn't seem as stressful. Well, there's more of like a dread to it, or like a tension, because it's in the air longer. You know, because it's like you hit. Yeah, that's fun. Like tennis, but with less running and more looking up. Alright, so I guess that's the stream today. Tune in on Saturday when I don't know, drink a gallon of milk. I think that'd be pretty